You guys, we may have just got the best hill climb bike in MX Bikes history. And look at this thing. It's an absolute beast. You guys, we're going to check out this all-new hill climb bike in today's video. Let's hop right into it. Hi everyone, welcome back to another MX Bikes video. And today, we have an all-new hill climb bike in MX Bikes here. This is the KTM 250 two-stroke here, the 250SX. And this bike here, funny story. I actually found it the forums, not even MXB mods here, the forums. And I want to try to take this thing on some hill climbs today. As you can see, we got the extended swing arm and everything. This thing is built for hills. It has extra torque here. This is actually a replacement for one of the completely stock bikes in the game you get when just buying the game. Not even some of the official bikes like the OEMs or anything. This is the bike you get from Poboso. So if any of you guys know, those bikes are really underpowered and just definitely not the best. So today we're going to be trying to rip this thing on some hills here. I didn't even know this bike existed here, so very, very cool to find this here. I will leave a link down below if you want to check it out. And we were on Diablo County here. I was going to take this thing to the Colorado Trail with some of the gnarliest hills in the game, but I figured I want to try something different. Some other hills we haven't really done in videos before here. And Diablo County, as you can see, has a lot of really nice hills right here. They're not the gnarliest hill climbs or anything, but there's still some hills here to say the least we could try this thing out on here. So let's go ahead and see how this thing handles up some of the hills here. And I do have another compound in mind later in today's video to try some hill climbs on with even gnarlier actual hill climbs here. But let's try this first hill right here. So front end stability actually feels really solid. Oh my god. Oh, that was not ideal. This hill is actually pretty steep once it gets to the top right there. Oh my gosh, dude, get up that. Come on. Oh my god, dude, we're losing the rear a little bit. She does not have the best rear end traction. And we made it. Oh my god. Yeah, this thing definitely, you can feel it losing the rear a lot earlier than the other bikes, traction-wise, of course. Especially when you get to the top of the hill, she really starts losing traction. But all in all, this first impressions, okay? We got a lot of hill climbs to try out here today. But try this hill right here on this thing. Maybe we'll try a little bit of third person here. Dude, this bike is actually sick, though. This thing has... Oh, my gosh. You guys, look at how long the swing arm is on this thing. Holy hell, bro. This thing is sick. I would love to actually try to pit these against the actual hill climb bikes we got in the game. I don't know if it would end good for this bike because the other hill climb bikes have a lot more power. I believe there's some more hill climbs over to the left here, though. But yeah, let me know down below what you guys think of this bike here. What types of videos you'd like to see on this thing. Maybe game of bike, dude, versus the other hill climb bikes. Because like I said, the other hill climb bikes would probably and definitely outclimb this. But game of bike, you never know what can happen, dude. Game of bikes have been gnarly. Look at all these hills right here, dude. Let's try this hill out right here. I'm going to go up here, not all the way, part way. Set a marker here. Let's hit this hill right here. Grab third. Yeah, definitely not the gnarliest hills on here, but still some pretty cool hills, you know what I'm saying here. Let's climb all the way up this. Yeah. And like I said, I do have another compound I want to take this thing to and try some hill climbs on here in today's video. But I also saw the soupy track down here on the other side of this hill to my left a little bit. The extended swing arm is definitely going to make it really hard cornering-wise, but we'll still give her a shot. This is actually a sick little trail right here. Ooh, okay, we lost the front end there going around that corner very badly, but that was a mistake on my part there. Let's actually hit this here. Oh my gosh. The front end does want to tuck a little early, and if you just take her easy on this thing, as you guys can tell, she just absolutely rips. Holy hell, this bike's an absolute beast. Yeah, this 252 stroke is absolutely sick. Even though this bike is severely down on power compared to the other hill climb bikes, it's still a really smooth power, and it still makes it really easy to absolutely bark up the hills. Let's try this thing on a bit of soupy here, okay? I'm getting a little sidetracked, okay? It's hard not to on Diablo County, you know what I'm saying here. Let's see if we can't bark this thing on a bit of soupy. The hill climb bikes, the other hill climb bikes, do not feel the best on the track, to say the least. They are very sketchy, especially through the corners here. We just lost the front end now that we're ripping it on some soupy here. I will say it actually corners really damn good for a hill climb bike. I mean, I'm not even going to lie. Should have went triple in there. I may have thought of my own hill here. If we could climb up the side of this right here, off the side of the track, that would be insane here. Hey, there we go. That's what you like to see. Let's see this in third person here as my game almost croaks because this freaking freeride cop out is so big. Bro, that was sick. It's crazy that the front end is staying so planted off of something. Look at this, dude. Literally almost straight up and down. The front end is staying completely planted off of this, though. Holy hell. Jumped right up on top of it. Oh my god, this bike's a freaking beast, you guys. You guys, I think we're going to head to the next compound I had in mind. That's just pure hill climbs here. We're going to try out some hills on it and see how that goes here. And yeah, let's head to Hillclimb V1 right now. If this thing had the power of the other Hillclimb bikes, the 636cc bikes, which like I said, it makes total sense it doesn't because those have completely different motors swapped in the frames. But if this bike did, this thing might be up there with some of the better Hillclimb bikes of the game. I'm not even gonna lie. This thing, I mean, it's still relatively solid as is here. But yeah, with all that being said, you guys, let's give this first hill an attempt here. I don't see any reason why we wouldn't make this very easily here. First try, we did lose the front end, but that was a little bit of a mistake on my part there. Let's go ahead and try this again here. There we go, made it up that. Nice and easy up the first hill, no problem there. Let's try the second hill out now, which is actually even easier than the first hill in my opinion, just because it has a lot less ruts actually at the top of the hill, which is kind of crazy. I feel like these hills should always have been reversed. This should be the first one. That other one should have been the second one. But let's see if we can't make it up this hill now here, which it should be relatively easy on this thing. I'm not going to lie here. Maybe we go to the right of this hill. Probably, yep, that's what I thought. Go to the right of the hill, get a little bit of a better clean line there. Made it up the second hill, no problem there. Let's go ahead and try the third hill. We're probably not going to make it up the last hill in today's video, but I honestly just wanted to come here and just try this bike out on these hills that we've done a lot of testing with the Hillclimb bikes on here. The other Hillclimb bikes. So I just kind of wanted to see how good this bike really is on these hills. But you guys, like I said, if you want this thing, I will leave a link down below. If you guys want to go grab this bike, I highly recommend trying it out. If you have the other Hillclimb bikes, even if you don't, you know, you can just mess around on it, you know, try out some hill climbs on this thing. It is pretty cool though, because like I said, I had no idea that this bike even existed here. It's pretty cool to just even find this bike, even though it was buried deep in the forums. But dude, this thing is absolutely sick, bro. Bikes are actually pretty damn sick. The extended swing arm is actually awesome. You'd love to see it on. This actually makes me wonder, right? This actually makes me wonder if there's a lot more cool bikes in the forums that I didn't even know existed. Because like I said, I found this in the forums, dude. And I rarely ever go on the forums. I just went on there to look through some bikes, see if there's anything cool. So I might have to actually venture out and check out the forums and see if there's any other cooler bikes, because even though this bike was from a long time ago, it's still really, really cool to see another Hillclimb bike with an extended swing arm. Because, you know, we don't got a whole lot of bikes, or Hillclimb bikes, I should say, MX bikes, with extended swing arms. There's only a select few. We don't have a ton. So it's really, really cool to see this here. Can we make it up this hill, right side? Oh my god, no way we saved that! Oh! Okay, pal. Really, dude? Unbelievable. Can we throw a backy down the hill? Okay, dude. Well, let's just say... Oh, okay, my marker's over here somehow. I don't know how. Dude. But yeah, really, really cool to see more Hillclimb bikes in the game. And it just makes me curious for what's out there on the forums as well. I gotta go check out the forums maybe more often here. And see if there's anything else out there as well here. But yeah, all in all, you guys... But you guys also, like I said earlier, let me know down below what types of videos you'd like to see on this thing. If you'd like to see us try a game of bike, hill climb racing, you know, anything you'd like to see on this, let me know down below. Real quick though, before we head out here, I kind of want to see if we can get a top speed run on this thing. I know we're probably not going to be able to because there's not the longest straight here, but this bike is definitely not the fastest. So let's see if we can get a decent idea here. 68, and it was still gaining, so we probably could go mid-70s, I would say, maybe low 70s. So first off, this bike was made a long time ago. I forgot to say that. I think it was like 2018. So for when it was made, it actually holds up relatively well. Yeah, it's not as good as the new Hillclimb bikes. The front end, depending on the hill, if you have more ruts on the hill, kind of like this hill or the first hill, it will struggle a bit more. You will get more front end swap. It will go out from underneath you a lot quicker than the other Hillclimb bikes. But like I said, this was made in 2018, so it's still an absolute beast. The only really downsides to it are, the only couple downsides I really have to this bike is it's a lack of power. which is to be expected, like I said. The front end can be a little bit unstable at times, depending on the hill you're hitting. If it's a really smooth hill, it's relatively stable. If you're hitting a hill with a lot of ruts, it can be sketchy on this thing. But besides that, you know, this thing's actually pretty solid here, and I could see this thing making it up a lot of the hills in the game. Probably not all the hills that other hill climb bikes can make it up, that's for sure, but still a lot of the hills. You guys, I think we're going to wrap it up there. If you guys did enjoy, drop a like and sub down below. It does help channel greatly. Don't forget to check out the Drive Friday channel as well. Links will be down below. If you want to see some Drive Friday content, I greatly would appreciate that. Thank you guys for tuning in. See you guys next video, boys.